podcast. You don't have to tune into the format. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I am coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEVVE, Definity, DACAT, everything update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. What did I raise this here? VeVeverse economy, regulation clarity. Okay. Let's go over some DEVVE stuff first. You have Gliridian saying, good thing for us, DEVVE is MiCA compliant. Why is Binance doing this? MiCA, meaning markets and crypto assets. Regulation sets strict standards for stablecoins in the EU. Any issuer that doesn't comply with these rules will see their tokens restricted or delisted on regulated platforms like Binance. Tom Anderson says this is correct and well put. One thing I would add is the implication. Love that episode. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Many large customers with large pools of money, such as banks, cannot use CEXs or DEXs. The important concept is contingent transaction sets, is that given this approach, for the first time, these large entities and all of their customer bases can enter the space. Well, what does this mean for EEA users? You can still deposit, withdraw, convert these stablecoins using Binance Convert. Custody of these assets remains available. The USDC and EURI remain unaffected as they comply with MiCA. Fiat pairs like Euro are also not impacted. And what about other exchanges? Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com are also adjusting their offerings to comply with MiCA, except similar delistings across major platforms. Euro, take note that OKX is MiCA compliant. There's a bunch of these questions. Tom Anderson says the matching engine, L as Kal-El says, does this mean if somebody has a buy order of, say, $1,000 at a set price and a sell order at that set price is, say, $500, then the buy order will not close partially like on CEXs? Does it have to be an exact match, meaning you can have to say 2 or more sell orders to make / close the big buy order? Tom Anderson says the matching engine doesn't change. It's just that when matches are made, settlement happens instantly without middlemen. We have quite a bit more from him on this today. You have, I can't even tell who this is from, but you have someone saying on the DEVVE official group in Telegram saying, I've read a few questions in regards to how the settlement process in DEVVE Exchange differs from limit orders on CEXs and DEXs. This is my understanding of how DEVVE Exchange settlement supersedes everything else on the market. DEVVE Exchange mathematically instantaneous settlement, or MIS, versus limit orders. One of the innovation that DEVVE Exchange will introduce are MIS. This feature allows to match instantaneously a sell order to a certain price with a buy order matching a set price. So how is this different compared to setting a limit order on a CEX or a DEX? Well, limit orders on CEXs require both buyer and seller to surrender custody of their asset to the exchange. As such, sell and buy orders are matched internally with the pools of tokens in the CEX custody. You are not in control of your tokens and must fully rely on the ability of the CEX to custody safely and honestly. FTX, your assets, blah, 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 blah. Limit orders on DEX are fulfilled by creating dedicated smart contracts, which monitors trading liquidity pools and try to find a match. The actual fulfillment is affected by high slippage and volatility. These smart contracts are inefficient where liquidity is low and in high volatile conditions. That's why you can experience your order not being fulfilled, even though the price reached your set limit, your order being front run by MEV bots. We've all seen that before. DEVVE Exchange instead will match sellers and takers at consensus level via validators, approvals, without the need to create smart contracts and without requiring to surrender your tokens to a centralized pool. Users keep their tokens in a self-custody in their wallet, set a seller-taker price and amount as the order will be fulfilled as soon as the conditions are met by a counterpart and acknowledged by the validators. This is indeed a new paradigm in trading on blockchain, since it removes the limitations and risks caused by centralized custody of assets, not your wallet, not your assets, exchange hacks, exchange improper use of user assets, smart contract vulnerabilities, slippage, and volatility front running. The transaction is settled on the DEVVE blockchain as soon as it's validated without delays and without the risk of a party retracting the bid. And this is why I absolutely love DEVVE Exchange, the DEVVE ecosystem. Let's take a look at what they're doing today. I don't think it did too well. We have down about 9%, which isn't bad considering what went on. Everything got just shot today. Bitcoin down 7.5%, Ethereum down 14%. XRP down 18%, BNB down 7.5%, Solana down 19%, Cardano down 25%. God damn. Dogecoin down 16%, Lido Stake down 13.5%, and most of the top 20 is down in the double digits. Actually, most of the top 25, most of the top 30. Every now and then you have like white Bitcoin, which is down like 3%, so it's not horrible, but most everything else is down, again, in those double digits. You have OKB and GT that are down under the double digits, but again, most everything else in this top 100 is pretty insane. It's actually miraculous how much this went down. Why did it go down? The eternal question pops up again. Somebody asked me that before. It doesn't appear to be a rhyme or reason. You have 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada that take place tomorrow. That could be one reason, although Trump had mentioned that multiple times before. Maybe when you mention tariffs, it goes down, and when the tariffs actually go to get hit or get implemented, then it goes down again. That's possible that happens. Zelensky says the end of the war with Russia is very, very far away, and that is not what people like to hear. A lot of people wanted to hear, hey, Trump, I thought you were supposed to get this done. So Trump goes and posts on Truth Social saying, this is the worst statement that could have been made by Zelensky, and America will not put up with it for much longer. It is what I was saying. The guy doesn't want there to be peace as long as he has America's backing. And Europe in the meeting they had with Zelensky stated flatly that they cannot do the job without the US. Probably not a great statement to have been made in terms of a show of strength against Russia. What are they thinking? Yeah, I mean, the longer this goes, I hope they realize that the longer this goes on, the better it is for Russia. The more land they can gain, the more, the more hand that they have. And if you want to go and end it, especially without bloodshed or without further bloodshed, you kind of want to pay. I don't want to say give them what they want, but two options are, and nobody walks away from a negotiation like this happy, but give up some of the land that you lost to prevent further bloodshed, or you continue this war, lose even more land, be in a worse position negotiating wise in the future, and you lose a lot more soldiers. I don't know Zelensky. I've never seen any of his interviews. I thought it was wildly inappropriate. He did like a Vogue cover while his men are on the front lines. I don't know if he really cares about this. To an outside point of view, it just seems like he wants that money train to keep on running. But again, that's just how it looks. How it looks and how it is can be completely different. Again, it's a complicated mess, but it shouldn't be. I feel like they should want to go and stop these people from dying. But anywho, it looked pretty awful on Friday though, when Zelensky was kind of kicked out of the White House, and yet then like 2 days later, like Saturday, Sunday, whatever day it was, it pumped. Like crypto just pumped for God knows what reason, like an ungodly amount. And then today, when he said markets couldn't tell this. Zelensky says the end of the war is very, very far away. When he was kicked out of the White House on Friday, they couldn't tell then. So this makes me believe that there's a lot of manipulation here. They had liquidated all the longs, and everyone that went long lost their shirt. And then after that, they sent it. They sent Bitcoin and the rest of crypto like to the moon. And then today, what most of those gains, I mean, it's still up from the bottom. Like I know Bitcoin was at like 95, now it's at 85, but it was at like 78,000. For a minute, it was at like 78. Can it go back there? I don't know. Ethereum had it even worse. I think it didn't have any of those gains come back to it. Like it was down to 2,100, went to like 25.5, and it erased all of those gains. It's back down to 21 again. So it's ETH has had it rough. I mean, obviously Bitcoin's had it rough a little bit too, but it at least kept some of the gains that it made the other day. Everything else, not really. Anyway, let's go to Devi and see how much volume there was. 887, so not a ton, but and again, it had gone down to like 60 cents the other day. It had gone up to like 92, 93, and now it's down to 78. So it's kind of in between. Give me 100 grand right now, 65% of it probably go to DEVVE. I actually had a meeting with Tom this morning, Tom Anderson, and a lot of good things happening. I'll say that there is multiple announcements in the near future. I don't know what they are, but there are multiple announcements in the near future. I can't really give a time frame, but I'll say that. I don't know the caliber of these announcements, but it should be pretty cool. Does that affect the price at all? I have no idea. Are any of those announcements going to be the big one that we're thinking? Again, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. But it's announcements will be made. And does that happen tomorrow, or does it happen in several weeks from now? Again, your guess is as good as mine. But again, I still think this is stupid undervalued for the types of partnerships that these guys are alluding to. These should be multiple billions of dollars market cap, and it's 68 million right now. OMI, on the other hand, oh damn, they down 9% today too. 00027. So they had gone back up to 00033, then 0003 again, like twice today. They had two little spikes there, and then obviously it got sold down like big. 2.4 million in volume. So this is like for almost like a month now, they've had volume, like the volume has been at 1 million or more, which again is really what some of these exchanges like to see. Now that this regulation, and we'll go over some of the regulation here before I get to the rest of the news. SEC ends investigation into Yuga Labs Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT sale. Cool. Let's see what else we got. FCC Crypto Task Force to host a series of roundtables to discuss key areas of interest in the regulation of crypto assets. The FCC has dropped like all of these major investigations. And I'm not saying that, hey, VeVe, now it's your time. Do everything right now for the OMI token, because I up until a few months ago, there was no guarantee that Trump was going to win. And even if he did win, there was no guarantee that he was going to do what he said. Now, thankfully, so far, it seems like he's a man of his word. He's doing all the things that he campaigned for. But you don't want to go in the months of June, July, August, September, October. Like you don't want to go like the last 8 months and be like, yeah, it looks like Trump's going to win, so we're going to start putting a ton of resources and a ton of money and a ton of energy all into these things just in case he wins. So this way we're ready, because like God forbid he didn't win, and then the SEC, like that would have been horrendous for crypto. That would have been horrendous for VeVe and OMI. The thought of a non-Trump presidency just in the crypto area was giving me like feelings of malaise. I literally got sick. But again, there was no guarantee that Trump was going to win. So it would not have done VeVe and OMI any good to go in and say, hey, we're going to put all this effort and money into these things like a land sale. But now that it seems that over the past month, oh, hey, the SEC is ending all these investigations. It seems like they are moving to a more pro-free market place. I think the SEC actually told a bunch of their people, we'll give you like $50,000 if you take like an early retirement or like just if you just leave, whatever it was. So that's really cool. Now it would definitely make sense for David, Ben, whoever's involved in this to go say, yeah, let's start working on land sales. Let's start working on all this major utility. Like anything that was put on the back burner or was considered off the table should be put back on the table at this point. It's obviously going to take a bit of a couple of strategists. I don't even know if they have them. I don't know if they're hiring for this position. I don't know if that's going to be their first priority. I mean, if you're head of VeVe right now, if you're Ben, do you go in and say, hey, we're going to focus on the token now when the usership is so down? Or do you say like, hey, listen, token is great. That's the gravy. That's the steak dinner. But VeVe as a company is sick, and it's not. And again, it's doing far better. Depends how you look at it. I mean, you could look at it one way and say the numbers, even from just a few months ago, are way down, and we have to fix those first before we go in and focus on OMI. Or you say that, hey, listen, despite the numbers being down, we're still doing a ton of volume. We still have enough money here in the war chest and the revenues that are coming in to pay our people, to hire what we want. Like we have a run rate, you know, for like the next 2 years. Fine. And they could say that that'll take care of itself, especially when the what's that called? Especially when the narrative hits. And then he could say, all right, last time, how did we explode? Well, you know, we focused on the token, and then users got brought in from that. So again, it's going to be one or the other. I mean, I guess you could work on both simultaneously. Is Ben more like Reed Richards, where one of the best at what he does? Like, so for example, for those of you that don't know, Reed Richards barely, but he is smarter than Tony Stark. Where Tony Stark's genius comes in is that multidiscipline, multifaceted, he can work on multiple problems at once. If Tony Stark and Reed Richards focus on the same problem, just one problem, Reed Richards will win that. He'll do better, he'll get it done first. But if there's 6 problems that need to be done, Reed Richards can really only work on one problem at a time. Tony can work on all of them. So is Ben like Reed Richards, where if you give him a task, he can do that task better than anyone? But if you give him multiple tasks, can he delegate? Can he do the multitask? I don't know. Will I ask him this when he comes on the podcast again in a couple weeks? I don't know. We'll see where the health of the company is, see where the health of the token is. I mean, the volume's there. Like, it seems like they're doing something. Because for the volume to be 2.5 million, and there's like no movement on the price of the token, like there's no price action. I mean, to me that says like, hey, not that there's bots and market maker. I don't know, but there's something about the volume where, again, we've used that in Grumpy Cat, we've used that in 4chan to get the volume up. Hey, it looks better if you have a couple 100,000 in volume a day, as opposed to say like DACAT right now, or Definity, that have a couple thousand in volume a day, or not even. Maybe they're doing something like that. Maybe get on exchange. I don't know what it is, but anywho, let's keep on going here. So because of this and a regulation, what's it going to mean for? It seems that they could do all the stuff that they said they wanted to, but again, which stuff is most important? Do you focus on land sales? Do you focus on just certain type of OMI utility stuff that's in the VeVeverse? Again, me, without really knowing the going on or the inner workings of the company, this is just what I'm kind of viewing out here, is that I would say for the VeVeverse, maybe make it a little simpler to use. Focus on the mobile application as much as you can. And then even if it's just like a tree or a plant or like some item in the VeVeverse that's available for OMI, like just something like that. Because this way, again, you could have OMI listed as a metaverse token. You have, I don't know if it can be listed at that right now. And it's like, well, Chavez, you can use OMI to buy collectibles on Stacker. And then you could use those collectibles in the VeVeverse. Doesn't that make it in a metaverse token? I don't know if that counts. I mean, you had a bunch of people that had said like, they had really good utility. Hey, if you have OMI on the app, you can go in and you can get MCP points for it. You can get, you know, they gave you an airdrop for it, a very nice airdrop. And then you get bronze tickets as well. And apparently that wasn't enough utility for the SC whatever. Now that Stacker is, they have the third-party utility. Is what they have, is that enough to be listed as a metaverse token? I don't know. I hope so. But just to make it super clear that it is a metaverse token, I would love to see just just one thing that you could go on and purchase in the VeVeverse for OMI, just so that it could have that label. It doesn't even need to make any money. It just needs to. And again, how important is this? I don't know. There's likely a dozen, 1 to 2 dozen different things that are probably super important, and Ben has to make those decisions of, okay, let's play it out. What happens if I do this one first and this one second? And the dude's probably working like 90 hours a week. And then he's trying to keep his finger on the pulse with the community as well. He's always in spaces. He comments on here sometimes. He's going on people's streams. Yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, VeVeverse economy. In the thumb, is that in the thumbnail? I don't know what's in the thumbnail today. But I did go over it yesterday, if that's what I'm thinking. It was, let me see if I can find it on my YouTube. Go to the, any creator interested in building me a nice villa in the VeVeverse, I can pay an OMI, DM me. This is from Seb3BTC. And when he said that, just a light bulb kind of went off. I think Sergio Rodriguez was posting about this as well. Like it seems to be in a lot of different places that if you build it, they will come. Obviously, you have that famous saying, Field of Dreams. You have the one from Hey Arnold, if you plant them, they will grow. And I had hypothesized about this for years. I'm glad to see it finally come to fruition. And my, not goal, but one of the things I was really excited to see was people that really, it would have been kids. Because if anyone's seen some of these amazing worlds on Minecraft, incredible. If you've never seen that, just YouTube like beautiful Minecraft worlds, and they're so impressive. And it's like you have one group of people that'll say like these people have nothing better to do than build these light worlds. Like, dude, it's freaking awesome. Like talking to like kind of boomers over here, or people old school enough. I remember showing some older people some really cool videos like years back, like 15 years ago. And they would say like, these people have nothing better to do. Like, you know, get a real job. I was like, they make more than you. Like, heck off. But you have a lot of these people that are super into art, and like, if you're not into this type of thing, okay, you're not the demographic that he's going for. That's fine. Go away. But some of those worlds in Minecraft are one you could like code in Minecraft. Like you can go in and there's people that have made a computer in Minecraft. There's people that have made Pokemon Red playable in like you can play Pokemon Red in Minecraft. It's bananas. I don't know how long those things take, but it's freaking insane. And that's why I believe in multiverse theory and we're all computer code. Anyway, who has the most time? Kids. I mean, I know they're in school a lot of time, but on weekends they kind of chill. In the free time, they kind of chill. Like in the summer, I don't know if you can get a job at like 14 anymore, you know, like I had, but if you're like 10, 12, 16 years, like if you're in that age range and you don't have a summer job, and I don't know how many kids like they go out now or they just sit inside play video games all day. But if this is what you do, if this is something that's fun for you, and you can create these magnificent worlds that adults either just don't have the time for, or they're just like, hey, I can't do this. I would really like to see some younger kids go in and create these worlds, sell them. And I don't know how they would do that yet, because right now you'd have to give somebody your logins, you'd have to do like whatever, and that gets a little iffy. But I would like almost like a place, hey, if somebody builds it over here and they put it up for sale, you know, by all means, do that. But I would really like to see a couple of kids tell their mom hey, I don't need you to buy me, clothes this summer or school supply. That type of stuff. I feel like you're not going to get it if you were in a middle class plus household, or if your parents are good with money. But if you grew up relatively poor, where you had to help out, that's a really major thing. And I don't know of any parent. Well, there'll be a couple of those, but most people will be like, what is this? My kid just brought home a couple $100, and that's insane. And it's from through this VeVe stuff. They'll never say anything bad about VeVe again. Now you'll have those parents that go in and say oh, they have control because they have the money. As soon as the kid finds a little bit of independence, suddenly they no longer need the parent. Then the parent's like, no more VeVe. This is. You'll have those, but again, heck those people. I think that's going to cause a lot of shockwaves throughout the communities, and we've had this before with NFTs, just in general. But NFTs last time were just a lot of JPEGs, and nobody really understood it. But you could understand a world that you can walk through. You could understand oh, hey, this is nothing was here before, and you created this piece of living art. That's a lot easier to understand than traits and rarities and all that stuff. I feel like I'm going on and on. Bill Gardner says first. Chago Solo says, good evening from Texas. Why, hello. Meow, meow, meow. One more saying, good evening. Yeah, I got to go over a lot. I missed Definity and I missed DACAT, so I'll get to those real quick before I move on. DEFX. Oh, damn, they down 14% to 2.3 cents. Okay, this is where I'd like to buy. $4 million market cap, fully diluted. $3.6 million market cap, non-fully diluted. 4,100 in trading volume today. I guarantee you that was mostly sells on the. Oh, it was Uniswap and PancakeSwap. Yeah, there's $500 over in on MEXC trading volume. Down 14%, and it had $4,100 in trading volume. I will repeat. Definity is down 14% with $4,100 in trading volume. Sorry, 41.39. Let's call it 42 to round it up, be conservative. I wish once they come out and they say, hey, this is how much revenue we're doing, here's how much deals we're doing each month, here's our revenue, here's what, it will never be the same. It could be several months. I do think Definity is one of the things that runs last. I watch it run first. So that's a goal. Take it out of DEVVE, put it into OMI, Definity, and DACAT. Take profits out of OMI, put it mostly into Definity and DACAT. Yeah, that's, oh God, I can't wait to own several percent of the supply towards the end of the year. I was saying, great that Al Khan and Uncle Jeremy was at New York Toy Fair today. Yeah, that was really cool. Great picture that they posted. It was pretty awesome. All right, let's go to DACAT here. CAT down 14% as well. Now everything's down 14%. And that was with $735 in volume. So DACAT down 14% with less than 1,000 in volume. I cannot wait to own 10% of this supply. It's going to likely take a while because again, I have to have DEVVE go up and OMI and Definity, but I'll get a large amount of the supply, and I can't freaking wait for it. Excuse me. Bill Gardner, give me those dabs. What's up, Bill Gardner? How's it going, man? From yesterday. Okay, here we go. I don't have any collectibles showing up. Okay, I went over that. Bookmarks. Nanoski says the tokens of the most famous metaverse companies are Sandbox at $764 million market cap, Axie Infinity 580, and Decentraland's Mana just below that. VeVeverse blows them out of the water. VeVe users blow them out of the water. The NFT sales volume just blow them out of the water. This is why OMI will do a 10x just based off that, not including everything else. And when that narrative comes in, it'll be insane. Peter Schiff acting like a Katy Perry video, very hot and cold. Yesterday, he went off and said he admits that Bitcoin is digital gold. And then earlier today, he had said that Trump pulled off the biggest crypto rug of all time and calls on Congress to investigate. Yeah, this dude is crazy. He said yesterday, I get the rationale for Bitcoin reserve. I don't agree with it, but I get it. We have a gold reserve. Bitcoin is digital gold, which is better than analog gold. So let's create a Bitcoin reserve too. What's the rationale for XRP reserve? Why the hell would we need that? Again, Peter's just kind of showing he doesn't really understand technology, or why you would want something that would go up in value. So there's actually a post. I think I bookmarked it. Post from Jason over on X, and he had gone on almost 1 million followers, saying that if this tweet is true, yes, I'm breaking my Trump 72-hour rule for this one. It's a terrible idea to spend taxpayer money buying the crypto bags of the people who donated many millions to him. I would understand that 100% if the cryptos that they were buying were shit coins, but they're not. He says it's even a worse idea to pick winners like this. Why not a U.S. tech strategic reserve where we buy Apple, Google, and Microsoft shares with taxpayer money? Maybe not a horrible idea, but I mean, they're already trillion-dollar companies. I think multi-trillion. So there's not just going to be a lot of gains there. So why not a real estate strategic reserve where we buy the real estate assets from huge companies? I mean, BlackRock does that. Might not be a bad idea. This is a giant distraction for Trump's important mission of fiscal responsibility, balancing the budget, Doge, etc., immigration, and ending wars and avoiding new ones. I feel like you can do all of them at the same time, but, keep going. Because that's why he was elected, not to buy crypto bags from the donor class. I mean, is the donor class the one that's going to sell him their crypto? Probably not. He'll probably buy from the open market, and then after it goes up, they'll dump on that, or the retail that wants to get in as well. Either way, like none of these are shit coins. None of the all of these are in the top 10. I don't understand the calculus of him being against this. The technology is good, even though DEVVE will beat Solana and probably I can't wait until DEVVE's like a $80 billion market cap. There's also USCR will create endless investigations into how much the XRP, Solana, and Cardano owners donated to Trump. That's a fair point. Another wave of the investigations into how much those tokens and the related projects are owned by the administration, their families, and the colleagues around them. Also a fair point. And for what purpose? How is it strategic at this moment in time to own crypto as to say healthcare, closing the border, or lowering the debt? Again, you could do all of these at the same time. Just because you do one doesn't mean that you can't do the other. There's also, could we just tax crypto and put that money in a USCR? I mean, I'd rather have less taxes, but I understand what he's going for. So then you don't have to tax Americans to buy the bags of the crypto people who donated a huge amount of money of Trump. And again, that's not true. He's not buying the bags of those people. Is he buying the crypto that some of those people own? Sure, but who doesn't own the stuff? This will be an issue that derails his second term. I bookmarked this because I think he's 100% wrong. Anyway. Great, Elcon. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. What's up, Bill Gardner? Saying crypto pumped because Trump announced strategic reserve for XR. Yeah, I understand that, but it pumped the day after Zelensky gets kicked out of the White House. They knew the tariffs were coming tomorrow anyway, and it still pumped. And now they're saying, oh, you know what? The Russia war is going to last longer, and we have the tariffs coming. They knew this on Friday. Like nothing changed. But yeah, this is why I think it's just a bunch of manipulation, because again, there's no new news coming out. Hermaza Pepe and Dog with Hat just got added to the Coin 50 index a few hours ago. Mind blown, alongside names like Arrow. Yeah. Shout out to Arrow. They Renegade listed OMI, I think, just because it's on base. Memezilla says again and again, the CAT token is the top with 350 votes. This was yesterday. I think they got another one today. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says U.S. crypto reserve with only Bitcoin is probably the best option. Mr. Ben Rose says this has nothing to do with VeVe, but check out the incredible, raw, and unparalleled talent of Ren Makes Music on fire in the booth. I'll ask him about that and be like, hey, why you like him? What other music do you like? Do you like Scream Up? Portfolios of the VeVe cycle will return after the bull run starts. All the focus should be on the token now. But that is definitely a strategy that I understand. Yeah, and Charles Bronner saying, I hope that some of the great creators will offer building for people as a service. I definitely want that as well. Eric Trump says traditional finance better catch up with crypto or it will quickly become extinct. Every time Eric Trump opens his mouth, it is horrible for crypto, like the next day. Hold on, let me make sure. Here's some of like the beautiful things that are being created. That one's from VeVe France. France! I don't know what that is. But it looks cool. Oh, okay. Sergio Rodriguez says VeVeverse is now officially a job creation engine. Agreed. People do awesome stuff with it. No, I'm not gonna go over that. 2025 trends part 1. You have Jumpstart Janie saying 3D printing, AI personalization, problem-solving tech, wearable fashion tech, virtual try-ons that fit, affordable at-home beauty. And as soon as I saw that over on TikTok, I had sent her a post by Mario Nawfal saying, China's Honor announces 10 billion AI investment. Chinese smartphone giant Honor is committing 10 billion over 5 years to develop AI-powered PCs, tablets, and wearables, expanding beyond the smartphone. This moves come as Honor prepares for a public listing, aiming to compete in the booming Chinese AI sector and challenge rivals like Huawei and Vivo. With government backing funding and a focus on AI integration, Honor is positioning itself as a major player in the next wave of consumer tech. I can love her. Oh, I love this. Patience. Yeah. Patience is rough, man. Been patient for like 4 years. 3 years. It's hard. It's hard, bro. Hard. Mikey says, create Gondor for me, children. I shall give you lambus bread. Oh, let me. Create Gondor for me, children, and I shall give you lambus bread. I don't know why, but every now and then, I know why, but hold on, let me hydrate there. Every now and then, I YouTube just the Rohan theme, like on viola, on violin. Like Lord of the Rings has some of like the prettiest music. Like, oh my god, it was so good. Just gets me. I love that like classical vibe. Larsa, did you see the new Earth 2 skins of the Terminator like robot? The details inside. I did not. I don't know why, but Earth 2 like won't let me log in. Like even like on the app. Oh, okay. Yeah, like something went wrong. So that's on the app. And then on the something, and that's on the website. So I can't fucking log in anymore. I don't know what they did, what they're doing, but it's not. They're not letting me log in, and I have no idea how to like get back in. How much OMI would you pay for someone to build an insane VeVeverse for you? It depends on what month and what OMI's at. If like right now, none. But if OMI is, like a 30x from here, yeah, I'd pay several $100. Like it depends how long it takes. Several $100, $1,000. I mean, I don't. If something takes 10 hours, it's like, I mean, if they're like, if it's someone's kid and they're like 12, like, yeah, I'll give you $100, $10 an hour. I think for a kid, that's fair. But if it's something that's be like, hey, listen, what you want, because again, it's not just about the time, it's about the skill. if you want something done and very few people are able to do it, you can't do it yourself. You might have to pay somebody $30 an hour, and if it takes them 20 hours, it's like, okay, then you have to shell out, all that money. And which is still not bad. $600 for a giant, that's not even art. It's beyond that. It's art that you can live in and you can invite people over. Like, and no two are going to be the same. They'll always be slightly different, even if you want them to be kind of the same. Like, if somebody goes in and creates something wild and you tell another vault builder, I want that, to build me exactly that, they're going to be like, what the fudge? It's possible that you could have like a vault or a VeVeverse that's built for thousands of dollars, especially when the bull market takes off. Because when the bull market takes off, people are going to be throwing money left and right for this, like left and right. But again, right now, nada. I need my OMI. I want more OMI. Ain't nobody getting my OMI right now. Jason Pena, thanks for being a member, saying Senator Cynthia Loomis said that there will be no taxpayer money spent on Person Crypto Reserve, that they would be converting gold. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Oh my God. That would be so cool. That would be, oh God. But, is the gold down there? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if the gold's down there, though. It says, U.S. markets are already tanking. American plants and assembly lines will close. Americans will pay more for everything. Doug Ford is the leader of the Ontario piece. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to believe anything he says, especially about America. Oh yeah, I did see this. This is a long thing I was going to talk about yesterday, but I just wound up not doing, not covering because I just didn't have time. Bogart, yeah, that long post by Shane Isaac looks incredible. I was watching you and Zombie yesterday for like 20 minutes, and then I got busy. I had to do stuff. Shout out to K Collections, who had hosted I had a meeting like at like 2:30 this morning. But I was just like on Facebook. I posted something to X, and I saw they were all just going at it and having a space, and it was just fun. It was cool. Shout out to her for hosting cool spaces. Shout out to DB Crypto for saying the cat in the house. Give him some smiley faces. All right, where was I? Recently, you had a double hollow error for a Ho-Oh from Neo Revelation, sold for $7,500 PSA 10, and then there's something else that's on auction. I can't go into that yet. There is a collage of clips put together with JD Vance talking shit on Pokemon. JD Vance, I want to like you, bro, but if you keep talking shit about Pikachu, we're gonna have a problem. He doesn't really talk shit. He's just like, he talks about his son. He's like, son, can you stop talking about Pikachu for 5 seconds? Like, you don't like Pikachu, bro? Little sus, my friend. Says, how much OMI would you pay? Oh yeah, I just read that. Sorry. Anyway. Planet Vampires bill is correct though. Suddenly people around my workplace are talking about crypto after the announcement yesterday. People who I know own XRP were telling everyone, maybe retail is finally slowly waking up. Ow. I think I need to go over that. Oh, maybe I should go over it. Okay. They had announced Gambit today. Remember when I said that they posted Evolvables and not Bill Gardner. Ben Rose was talking. He posted a picture of dice and some cards. We got Gambit. You know how I've said before that VeVe likes to play fast and loose with first appearance? Well, even though we already have Gambit over on the Marvel Mighties as a first appearance, Gambit, the trenchcoat tactician, is... Oh. I haven't drank, I haven't done drugs, I haven't done any of this stuff. And did they change it on me? I swear yesterday they put him as first appearance. And now it's not. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm apparently maybe I just need more calories. I'm not eating enough. But I swear, yesterday it said first appearance on here, but it's not. So it's it's not. Never mind. I apologize, VeVe. I was wrong there. Anyway, 4,900 editions for the common. That's a lot. The common special edition is 100, where only 10 of them are withheld by VeVe, so there's 90. First available public mint is 6. The uncommon is 3,000. The ultra rare, or I'm sorry, the rare is 1,900. Ultra rare is 800, and the secret rare is 300. I completely understand that when the bull market takes off and digital collectibles become really cool again, these numbers will not be enough, because Gambit is really freaking cool, and he's awesome and very playable in a lot of games, and people will HM01 other people for this stuff. But right now, when you have like 700 users a day, 4,900 common is kind of a lot. 3,000 uncommon is kind of a lot. 1,900 rare is kind of a lot. Will we have like over 1,000 users for when this goes live? Yeah, I'm sure on that day when they have something like, he does look really cool. Like, he looks pretty badass. Like, I'm not gonna. He looks so dope. And even like with all like the scratches on there and stuff, just to show that like he's been through some battles. I like that stuff. Then you have the Kinetic Combat Master, which is, so there's the Tactician. There's the Combat Master, where they just have him facing the other way. The rare, the X-Men Ace, that's really dope. That's really cool. The Kinetic Fury, that looks really dope too. Oh my god. What cards are okay? 9 of clubs, 10 of diamonds, ace of hearts. Damn. Oh, the Kinetic Assault craft as well. This is the ultra rare. Oh, this is secret rare. Oh, secret rare looks so dope too. I mean, it looks amazing. It's definitely worth the money, but again, just the mints is kind of what concerns me a little bit. Oh damn. Now we got ETH at like 2K right now. ETH is about to. Crypto just took a giant dump the last like 20 minutes. ETH is at $2,000. MiCA wonder. ETH is down 17% on the day. God damn. That's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, it went down a lot. I don't really have any. Oh, wonder what I can do here. Let's see. Now the cat's down 18% for it. Okay, all right. Well, let's do something here. Swap from the Sidakapadaba to the I wonder how much. Oh damn! No. The network fees and the gas fee, they are too much. I ain't trying to trade right now. That is too much. Going over it live. Yeah, try to do like a $50 transaction. $9 network fee. Excuse me? No. Yeah, I wish I had some extra funds, because I would go shopping. It is shopping day. What's Debbie? I bet Debbie's probably. Oh, all right. 75 cents. Let's take a look at the OMI. Damn, OMI's down 11% now to 00027. Past 7 days. So it's been down to 00026, 262. So I would say it still has a little bit more room to go down. And it's been that like several times. What about yeah, like 2.6, maybe like 2.59 is about the is about the spot. It's been down there like a dozen times over the last month, even more so over the past 3 months. It's wild stuff. So that seems to be a nice support line for it. Is that going to go in and hold? Again, the hope. OMI gets cut in half, and DEVVE does a 20x, and bro, I'll get a billion OMI. Let's go. I might even get more than that. Also, hi. Bill Garner says also avatars announced in R2 version 1 this week. Oh, hot damn. Oh, hot damn. This is my jam. Gonna party until the AM. And Earth 2 is down 14.5% to 4.3 cents. Bro, there's so much stuff I want to buy. There is so much stuff I want to buy. I can't. I'm in the stream. Oh, okay. There must be like, I'm in the stream. Bill Gardner. Hey, DB Crypto says the cat representing. Let's go. Mew, mew, mew. Let's go over the rest of the news here. Go over that. I will show that on X later. I had dinner with my friendos 11 years ago. That was a fun group. This week in VeVe, I don't even know when this. Oh, this was yesterday. Was this yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. OMI had a space with Miss Gecko and K Collections. I could not go, but shout out to them for keeping everything on the up and up. Can't go over that. So, all right, Solana surpassed all blockchains in monthly DEX volume for the 5th consecutive month. That is surprising. I feel like a lot of people were leaving Solana because of all the rug pulls that were on there. Oz says, I could see bots in here building what you tell it to. Legit. U.S. Senate to vote this week on repealing IRS rule threatening crypto and DeFi. So again, it's a lot of good news happening for crypto, but again, you have this just absolutely massive manipulation. President Trump says tomorrow night will be big, so tomorrow night maybe we'll go over that live. We'll see. I don't know what time tomorrow he's going live. Budger. Oh, we got the OMI is my homie show tomorrow. We won't be able to live stream Trump's the Trump stuff, but maybe we can go on it there. Maybe we can go on it there. I read the stuff for DEVVE. Developer DEVVE Inc. is in the US. The token issuer forever is in Switzerland, but because developer DEVVE Inc. is in the US, I think that counts as a US crypto. Led says, all right, can you explain to me what it means on consensus level and why is that important? While I pour myself a glass of wine. Yeah, Tom Anderson saying, at the consensus level is my phrasing. It means that these actions are being implemented at a very low level by the validators as opposed to implementing the concepts with smart contracts. Doing things at that low of a level allows you to safely implement strategies that aren't really possible on other chains that don't have the concepts designed in at that low level. Austin from DEVVE says, this is a big deal, guys. As Tom mentioned in one of our videos, this can't be duplicated unless someone has not only our tech, but their own layer 1, which they have the ability to implement this on. Couldn't be duplicated in this way on another chain unless the foundation is doing so. What's up, DB Crypto? Man. Chocolate's $9 gas fee is considered a really low. Yeah. Nowadays it is. Back in 2021, I remember paying hundreds for Oak. Yeah, gas fees were horrible. Glad they helped fix that. Oh. Quarter welcome 5 new entrants to the Coinbase 50 index: Aerodrome, Aptos, Compound, Pepe Coin, ETH, and Dogwif Coin. When OMI. Yeah, when OMI, guys, when OMI. So this Coinbase institutional, 100,000 followers over on X. Pete Pot says, Tom, what is the general feel and feedback you're getting from Will Stewart on the exchange? I imagine he has already started putting out feelers towards his VC friends. And Tom responds, Will doesn't get involved directly unless he thinks the project is not only a winner, but also positioned to grow in the short term. Will is amazingly connected, even beyond investors. Any update on who the new person is yet? There's at least one new person coming in. Tom Anderson says, joining as a team member, will announce formally soon, unrelated to any previous partnerships. Breaking thoughts on allowing. Says a lot of our initial focus will be in wrapping, but I envision bridges will play a big role over time. We have our RESTful API, so it will be relatively easy for others to bridge to our platform. Is the VeVe roadmap dead? No. Like Dergalades is summertime OMI prediction. It depends. Assuming that the narrative has not hit yet by summer, 0008 to 001, give it like a 3x from here. And the 3x, I think, comes from the fact that VeVeverse will have been out, a lot less FUD. You'll have the affiliate marketing program. You'll have Stacker rolled out fully by then with hopefully some major licenses. I think we get a 3x from here, give or take, during summer. If the narrative hits, add a 0 to that, or take away a 0, get us up to 1 cent. But again, that's if the narrative hits. If the narrative does not hit, then I think 0008 to 001, we get a 3x from here. So Garner says, bump is up and it's holding strong. I'm like 40% on that. Thanks, dude. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I think when we were buying at like $400,000 market cap, it's 752 now. So yeah, it's still, yeah. I'm not putting a ton of money in Bumper. I don't like companies that don't have like revenue. And again, if it gets adopted, 3000x. Like if it gets adopted, it's gonna be my biggest gainer. But it's just it's hard, man. It's hard. I don't know. I don't feel too safe. I was saying there's huge things of Pikachu at New York Toy Fair. I bet there is. Gotta love it. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff here I haven't gone over yet. Initial focus. Binance to delist non-MiCA compliant stablecoin trading pairs for EEA users on 31 March. Digital asset investment products saw a third consecutive week of outflows, marking the largest weekly outflows on record at a total of 2.9 billion, bringing in the 3-week total to 3.8 billion. Tether appoints new CFO to drive full audit, reinforcing transparency focus. In the Definity Telegram, someone was asking, will there be a month-end update for February? Waiting for bank model go live announcement. Joshu says, yes, there will be a month-end update. They haven't yet, but we're hoping soon. Nancy Mace says, spent a little bit of time with the president this weekend, and I have to say the speech is going to be epic. You will not want to miss it. Tune in to Donald J. Trump tomorrow night as he speaks at our first joint address of Congress this session. Historic, epic, real. Kraken says the SEC has agreed to drop lawsuit against crypto exchange. Akomi, VeVe, Ben, heed my words. Please do what you can. The SEC is no longer a threat. It's no longer an issue. Whose ass do I have to kiss? Dergalada says, I think a U.S. exchange will make us triple, but will it sustain is a question. I don't think it would. Not that alone. You would want to have, again, anyone that really wants to buy OMI, they can do it. It's not that hard. For the people that are just completely technologically illiterate, yeah, sure, they need Coinbase. I just don't see a way. I just don't see a reason for people that already know about OMI to buy. I mean, if they watch my show, they know it's undervalued. But if they are looking for a reason to buy it, oh, what are the reasons right now? Okay, well, you can buy collectibles a lot of times at a discount over on Stacker. Currently, there's nothing to buy in the VeVeverse, but I think that'll change relatively soon. I think that's something that you get within 6 months. I pray to God it's sooner, but we'll see. I'm saying Pikachu is the face of Pokemon. I love Gambit. He is. I love Pikachu. Japanese Mickey. He's more famous than anyone. Where was I? From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., $120 million were liquidated from the cryptocurrency market, and that was like half a day ago. Congressman Brandon Gill introduces a bill to put President Trump on the $100 bill. It's wild. Congressman Tom Emmer and Richie Torres launched Congressional Crypto Caucus to advance pro-crypto legislation. Again, a bunch of really awesome stuff is happening for crypto, but the massive manipulation just keeps us down. SEC offers eligible employees $50,000 incentive to resign or retire by April 4th. Look at how jacked I was. Can't go over that. UFC CEO Dana White's power slap signed sponsorship deal with blockchain network VeChain. And I've been going for about an hour, so I'll probably, oh God, everyone's blowing up the DACAT whales chat. Support. Oh, Blue Storm, my man, get that bread. Follow name, been my online name 15 years, proud owner of it, send it to a wallet. Goes on our site. Hey, there's me, Randy's live. Meow, meow, meow. Coinbase wallet, MetaMask, don't be nervous. ENS is legit. ENS is legit. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat here. Okay, let's go to X right now. Oh, hang on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fuck. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. That'll be, fuck. Damn. Sorry, it's the friend of mine's friend that has passed away, and that's, yeah, it's rough. That is rough times. Let me, not my place to say who it is. Fuck. Yeah, let me, let's continue on with the, let's go to X, and then I love Bill Gardner's post saying, make OMI valuable again. MOVA. Yeah, let's get that bread. Pritos is amazing work. I hope you know that. Let's go to X and see what people are saying about certain cryptos. Princeman Vendras has a proud milestone for inclusion and equality. Princeman Vendras saying Go Hill wins Best Emerging Business Award 2025. That amazing, brother. I'll shoot him a message later. For the first time in a while, I might go for the Gambit drop due to the price point. It looks cool. Will you try for it? I'm not gonna lie. I am so gem poor and cash poor. I can't. I need to get more crypto at these prices. They could drop Pikachu. Oh no, I get a Pikachu. But they could drop like Mario. They drop Yoshi, and they'd be like, I gotta buy more crypto right now. Oh wow, it's been 8 years since the release of Logan. Wow, that was a good movie. Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy saying put every public expenditure, state, county, municipality on the blockchain. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Yeah, buddy. There's an update us with the latest Zelensky news. How's this going to affect the markets? I mean, you've seen it today. It's not good. Which again is very strange because it's kicked out of the White House on Friday. Crypto markets pumped on Sunday, and now suddenly that he says like, yeah, war is going to drag on for a while. You people that are tanking the market couldn't see that on Friday. I honestly, I don't really think it has anything to do with him. I think it's just manipulation from the institutions, big whales that are just like, yeah, we're gonna liquidate everybody and play these games, and you know, they send it, they short it, they send it, they short it, and they'll do that before they let retail in and before it goes crazy. Baby Zombie says yo, and also I would take a look at some of these wallets and see, hey, is their goal acquiring more fiat, or is their goal acquiring more Bitcoin? And then, you know, my guess would be that their goal is to acquire more Bitcoin. But we'll see. I think VeVe gets Nintendo. I think they get Pokemon. But it's like, okay, well, how do you get Pokemon without Nintendo? You could have Pokemon and Game Freak say yes. You could have Nintendo completely against it. But Nintendo only owns a third of Pokemon. Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, they own 66%. They could override and they'd be, yeah, let's do it. So you could get Pokemon and not get Nintendo, but I think that if Pokemon comes onto VeVe and Nintendo sees, oh, okay, yeah, this, you know, it didn't make sense on paper, but now I see it in action, makes perfect sense. They would like to come on. I mean, I could picture them doing that because again, it makes so much more sense to do it on VeVe than try to do it on their own, because they're just able to go on and they don't have to build anything, they don't have to do it, and they can still get all of this revenue. Whoever says, what up, zombie? Meow, meow, meow. Let's move on. Yeah. Eesh. Updated VeVe. Okay, so updated VeVe drop calendar from kcbmw.eth. We have a Daredevil comic tomorrow. We have a Daredevil comic on Thursday. We have a Zero Ghost from 247 Comics on Friday. And we got Gambit on Saturday. Nice. Zombie says, what up, BG? Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that all these Gambits are way too many. We'll see, though. We'll see. If Ben wants to hit his goal of rolling out the affiliate program, I'm not gonna. I would rather Ben delay it a couple of months and be like, hey guys, we don't want to give you a subpar product. We want to give you a product that works and a product that we know is going to work for you. I would like it if he would say that they're going to delay the affiliate marketing program a couple months to work on it, because I would. I just want to make sure it would come out. Yeah. Anyway, Emoji is live right now. The Oasis VeVe Lounge, sponsored by VeVe. Get that bread. Myra Noffel posts about Andrew Tate saying conservative dorks crying about me make me bigger. It takes a hot, cold air to make a tornado. There's nothing more feminine than sitting there as a conservative influencer. I'm a conservative influencer, and he's so dangerous. He's so bad. He's so scary. You sound like a girl. Oh my God. Damn. Important, wild stuff. Rudy 1776 has reposted something by VeVe Values, where he says, you can't just say you're listening but not deliver. VeVe announced lower edition sizes as a big change of the new Evolvables drop format. Yet we're getting a Gambit with 11,000 editions, and editions used to craft aren't burnt. This is 2 major steps backward and simply not what the community asked for. 11,000 Gambits is 3 times too many, especially in this market with the current user base. 4,000 commons, question mark. It's not even a first appearance. I'll not be going for this drop. After the excitement of the VeVeverse just being released, I hate to be saying this, But as always, I must keep it real. This is one major disappointment and makes me question whether you have the ability to deliver what the community wants. I imagine this will be the worst performing evolvables drop yet. VeVe Digital Collectibles, heart, heart, heart. Damn, tell us how you really feel. So let me break this down and kind of fight the FUD a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, let's see the last evolvables drop. Let's go. I forget what the last one was. Punisher? Was that the first? No, Sabretooth. Right? I think that was last month. And when we do it, or no, it was Galactus, right? Galactus. Let's see what the edition sizes were, and then we'll compare them and see if they went and did it. So let's see if it would have a faster load time. I would 100% go in and. All right, let me go back out and then go back in because that might be what it has to do. Omar says Gambit is one of my favorites, especially from X-Men '97. Yeah, he's a G. I love him so much. Okay, well, when you have 4,500 editions of the common of Galactus and how many of this? Oh, 4,900 editions of Gambit. Okay, yeah, that's. Did they give us more? Okay, and 2,500 editions of the uncommon. Okay. There are 3,000. Yeah, why on earth did they give us more? Okay, that. Okay. When was the Galactus drop? This was on 18 January. So let's go to 18 January and take a look at what went on, because we should be able to see what the numbers were on 18 January. Between 13 January and 22 January, we had between 799 and 1,594 people that were on the app. On 18 January, we had 1,594 people on the app. The numbers have gone down slightly since then. We did have a little uptick this past week. Now we've had it on 21 February, we had 769 people. On 22 February, we had 1,595 people. From 22 February to 27 February, we did have those days we had 1,000 people or more, which is nice because we didn't have that for weeks. We are averaging, now we are averaging about the same as we were in January. I do not have the numbers yet for the last week, or I don't have the numbers yet since the 28th. But if we have about the same amount of users and they're giving us more, yeah, I don't. I understand where what's his name's coming from. This VeVe Values guy. I mean, he says it's 2 major steps backward. I don't really see that. I see it as maybe a step sideways. He's right. It's not what the community asked for. Well, as far as edition sizes, like Gambit with this amount of like detail on the art is just wicked cool, and it's really awesome. But yeah, more mints is not really what we had asked for. Not even first appearance, fair point. Okay, clearly he's not going for this drop. He didn't go inside it. He says this is a major disappointment. I don't see it as a major, like, oh no, a collectible that I'm not going to get has too many. If you're not going to get the collectible, like why do you care? And he says it makes me question whether you have the ability to deliver on what the community wants. Like they just delivered the VeVeverse, like, but you know, I get it. People are upset. Fair point. And again, am I going for it? No. But again, they could release whatever right now. Like my focus is on crypto. So I haven't been buying anything. I got kicked out of the top 500. Now, will I go on a buying spree after crypto goes up? Absolutely. But yeah, so I see the points that he's making. Agreed with a few of them. I don't think it's a major disappointment. And clearly they can deliver on stuff that we want. This just happens to be one of those things that they haven't. But damn, that dude is really negative. Anyway, let's keep on going. Nancy Mace says, hold the line. That's an ad. David Sachs says Zelensky had one job and he failed. He acted like a spoiled Hollywood actor. He acted entitled. He acted ungrateful. He acted peevish, petulant, and combative. Of course, he's going to have to come crawling back and offer an apology. But I think that when someone shows you who they are, believe them, preach, girl, preach 100%. Mr. MC1 saying hi all. Dr. Strange, what up, Doctor? Give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. But it says, I doubt David or Dan are watching full YouTube live streams. David does watch my show. And also Ben does watch a lot too. I don't know how he has time for it, but he'll like say hi at like a random point in time. And then like an hour later, I'll say something and he'll message me like, oh, by the way, I'm like, are you still listening? Like, maybe he just has me on in the background or whatever. I imagine so. But right now, there is a space by Emoji that is sponsored by VeVe. So he's probably, what do you call it? Because it's sponsored by VeVe, Ben would probably be listening to that space as opposed to one that is not sponsored by VeVe. So that seems to make a little bit more sense. Hey, Randy, thanks for stopping by last night. Of course. It was a lot of fun. Enjoy it. Yeah. Bukele taking a hard time, taking hard on crime approach seems to have turned El Salvador around. Agreed. Doge uncovers 80 million in wasteful spending at Pentagon. The Department of Government Efficiency has flagged 80 million in wasteful spending at the Defense Department. Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell announced. Identified expenses include 1.9 million for Air Force DEI training, 1.6 million for climate resilience studies in Africa. The Pentagon's $850 billion budget, Parnell calls for these programs distractions from the military's core mission. Agreed 100%. I'm not gonna go over that. Oh, that's really cool. Crypto junkie princess, where the heck you been? Girl, tell me something, girl. And I think that's going to be it for me today. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. I love you all. That's this next. Bye, guys. What should be an outro song? It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos